He is senior guard DJ Gay on the hotline on XX 1090. DJ, good to speak with you. Darren Smith, thank you very much for a few minutes.
Thank you for having me.
Well, was that part of that? You shoot 21 21 three-pointers last night. Was that the game plan to come out there and just go bombs away?
No, not at all. I mean, we like to, start our offense with getting the ball into our bigs. But they did zone us, and every time our bigs touched it, they got double-teamed, and they just dared us to make open shots and take open shots, and that's what we did.
Well, because, you're thinking about it, and you're watching the flow of the game, and you guys missed your first couple, and I'm watching from the couch going, I wonder what Coach Fisher's saying to these guys in terms of trying to jump on inside. Did he encourage you guys to keep taking them?
No, he wanted us to get the ball inside, but he knows that if we have an open shot, he always encourages us to take it, and that's what we did.
Well, how much confidence do you have to have? I mean, you're a guy who likes to shoot. You shot six of these. You made six of these things last night. What is it like, confidence-wise, to take that kind of shot?
It becomes routine. I mean, day in and day out in practice, we get a lot of shooting in. Even when practice is over, we're in the gym getting shots up, and it's all about a comfort level and just getting into a routine. And then that's what I've been able to do is take my practice to the game and be able to knock down open shots.
Well, how would you describe that game last night?
It wasn't the best. It wasn't our best performance. We definitely could have done a lot better job communicating on the defensive end. But we did, we did what we had to do to win, and that's the most important.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you guys probably today, and I think this is a sign of what your own expectations are, DJ. Yeah, I don't think you're real happy today knowing that Air Force came in here and shot over 50% against you. Just a guess.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's unacceptable. The way that they performed. They did a good job. They're a good team. They knocked down shots, but we gave them a lot of open shots. And they're a tough team and run their offense to a T. We aren't satisfied or happy with our performance, and we just have to go in and get better.
We're talking to DJ Gay on XX 1090 from San Diego State. So you guys, it's unacceptable, and you used some interesting words there to describe the game last night. You won by 13 points. All right, so if there is a silver lining, it's that you guys can have what you'd consider to be an off night offensively and I guess defensively more so, and you still won by more than double digits.
Yeah, we're a very good team, and we know that, but we can't get into a comfort level and say that that's okay. Like you said, we won by 13, didn't play good. that's we can't get satisfied, and we just have to continue to get better. Because if we get satisfied and just say, hey, a win is a win, that's when teams get into trouble, and we're definitely not trying to fall into some kind of routine where we're just saying that's okay. Because every game we have to go out and perform. We didn't perform like an NCAA team last night, and we just have to get better.
And when you say we didn't perform like an NCAA team, what does that mean? Like an NCAA tournament team?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Now, what's your role on the team in terms of making sure that message is received as the upperclassman and as a senior?
I just have to continue to emphasize to my teammates that we have to get better, take practice, as serious as we can, and to go in there and go into every game with high energy and do the best job I can of making sure everybody is focused and everybody is on the same page when we're on the court together.
Well, what kind of groove do you find yourself in, especially from long range right now?
I'm shooting the ball well right now. With the bigs we have, teams are forced to double us down low, and it's all about picking their poison, and if they're either going to double inside or try to take the three away. And the last couple of games, they've been taking our inside game away and daring us to knock down shots. And I just fell into a comfort level right now where I'm feeling really confident with my shot.
Every single person in this audience, and I'm sure yourself, DJ, has probably seen an NBA player a time or two describe it. And they always put their hands out and they say the hoop just looks like it's this big right now. Is that true? Is that what it feels like when you're out there and you have the kind of night and the couple games that you've had?
Right. It does. It does feel like the baskets it is getting bigger for me. But it's not something that I can't just settle. I have to continue working on my shot. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not going to be on fire every single game. I am human, so I just have to continue working on it and just stick with my routine.
How do you like what the crowd does when you make a shot? Do you notice that when you're down there?
I don't really notice it. I only notice it when they. I've been told about it. I only notice it when they announce my name for the first time in the introduction. But when the game's going on, you really don't hear much. I mean, you just hear noise, but you don't know what the crowd is saying or anything like that.
You don't hear them because it becomes almost like a song. Like the whole place sings your name with the announcer. The DJ, the whole 12,414 people, and you don't hear that.
No, not while the game is going on. I know it sounds crazy and bizarre, but when the game is going on, you don't really hear anything. I mean, you hear noise, but you don't know what's being said or anything of that nature.
Now, that's at home, and you're not hearing it. When you guys go on the road, you play at New Mexico. Can you tune the crowd out when you're on the road equally as well as you do when you're at home?
Yeah, I can. I mean, the only time where the crowd, I would say, had an impact was when I was at the free throw line last year, and the crowd got so loud that my ears started to hurt. But other than that, no, you don't really hear much.
I always think about the visiting team that comes in, and when they have to face the student section, and those guys are all holding up the heads. You know what I'm talking about during free throws?
Yeah.
How do you tune that out? Now, you don't have to do that at home, but when you go on the road, how do you think that? How do you focus and not get distracted by the thousands of heads that are up there and being flashed in the other players' faces?
I have no idea because when the opponents are shooting their free throws, sometimes I get caught up in looking in the stands and seeing what new pictures are out there and stuff like that. So I don't know how the opponents are able to focus on their free throws with a bunch of different heads waving from side to side.
Well, what's your favorite new head?
I think it's the one of my teammate BC Brian Carwell. Of his Halloween picture as a vampire. He has like red eyes and fangs. I think that's my favorite one.
Now, okay, so and that's new to this year, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's your favorite old head?
I like the Michael Jackson one.
Okay. Well, fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do the other guys, do the opponents ever talk about that?
No, I've never heard them say anything about it, but I know they think about it.
Well, it is something else, man. Those guys are pretty creative. Now, those are your classmates as well. And do you ever give them ideas for who would look good as a head? I mean, how did they come up with Carwell's?
I have no idea. They just they showed it to us before a game one time, and we all laughed and joked about it. But I have no idea. I mean, I am pretty close to some of the guys in there and in the show and stuff like that. And every game they come up with new stuff that. It's funny, and we all have a good time with it.
We're talking to DJ Gay on Double X 1090. How much are you aware? How aware are you of some of the stuff and conversations going on about San Diego State nationally?
Not as much as you would think. I try not to pay that much attention to it and try and stay focused. But I am aware of, we are being talked more about, on the ESPN and getting more media coverage and stuff, which is good for the program, good for the city. And we are enjoying it, but we have to just stay focused. You
guys are 20-0. Have you clicked? I mean, have you played your best basketball so far this season? It'd be hard to imagine you haven't. I
don't know. No game has been perfect. I don't think any game has been close to perfect. We have a lot of big wins, and there's always room for improvement. But we've played at a high level throughout the season, and I think that's contributed to the 20-0 record that we have. But there's still room for improvement.
Who do you think's the best team in the country?
I would still give it to Duke right now.
Defending champs, preseason #1, just reputation and who Duke is.
Yeah, and their ability to compete for 40 minutes through all the games and stuff like that. The way that they go out there and perform day in and day out.
Where do you
still give it to Duke right now?
Where do you think you guys are?
I don't think we're far behind. I wouldn't say we were far behind. I think we can compete with anybody, but I really don't know. I mean, we haven't, played, those Big East teams and stuff like that, but I don't think we're far off.
Who gets to guard Jim or Fredette next week?
I'm guessing I do, but I would think that we would put Kawhi on him possibly to make it harder for him to shoot over. With Kawhi's length and his good footwork. But I'm guessing it'll be me.
You think so, huh? How do you feel about that? It's not the first time you go head-to-head with him.
No, not at all. I mean, the only thing you can try and do is to contain him. He's a very good player, one of the best in the country. And, I don't think one person is going to beat all five of us on the team. So, I mean, he's very good, and all we can do is try and contain him and stop everybody else.
Well, what a game. Have you played in a bigger game in your career than the game that's coming up on Wednesday night?
I think Tennessee was the biggest game I played in my career. NCAA tournament game, getting there. I think that's by far the biggest so far.
All right, let me amend that. That was a dumb question. Is this the biggest regular season game that you will have played? Biggest non-NCAA tournament game you will have played?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. This one, and I think the Gonzaga is definitely is there too. That one definitely put us over this hump. And but this game is the biggest game, not only because it's BYU top 10 and anything, but it's the biggest because it's our next game, and that's what we're focused on.
Before I let you go, I was going through your bio in the media guide, and I was reading a little bit about your personal life and some of your personal likes. It said your favorite television show is The Jersey Shore.
Of course.
What do you mean? Of course. Oh, of course. Like it's everybody's favorite show.
I enjoy a good episode of Jersey Shore. It's nothing like coming home from a hard day of practice and having a good laugh.
You're not laughing with them, though, are you? You're laughing at them?
Yes.
That is honestly your favorite show, or is that just your favorite show when they asked you the question?
I think it is my favorite show.
Do you own the episodes on DVD?
No, I just record them.
I can't believe you like that show. That's a tough show, man. I mean, you never know. Who's your favorite member of that cast? Snooki?
No, I like the Situation.
You do, huh?
Yeah, he's quite a character.
Do you wish you could have had hair like Pauly D?
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all.
Are you going to read Snooki's book?
Not at all.
Okay, just your favorite show for a half an hour at a time.
Exactly.
Hey, good luck next week at BYU. It's been an unbelievable run here, 20-0. Congratulations on that, and let's hope that this thing keeps going.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, DJ Gay on XX 1090.